Okay, while the sauce is over there on the stove cooking, I'm going to show you how to make some meatballs. I'm going to use 2 eggs. I've got 2 pounds, an egg per pound, good rule of thumb. 2 pounds of chopped meat. You get about a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. And if you don't have seasoned breadcrumbs, you can make your own if you have any kind of breadcrumbs. I had some panko breadcrumbs which are unseasoned, so you're just seasoning them yourself. You put about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of basil, salt and pepper. You got some seasoned breadcrumbs. So the first thing we want to do is we want to beat the eggs to a bowl. You can do these all in the bowl with the meat, but I like to mix them up well before I put them in there. I have those ready. Okay. We just want to put our beef into it. We'll make sure you wash your hands well with this because we're going to dig our hands right into this. Okay? And squeeze that up with your hand. And we're going to put our mixed egg right into that. Okay? Mix that all in good. And then you can just start adding the breadcrumb until it gets to a nice consistency where you can think you can roll them almost like a dough consistency. Put about half in. And this, the egg and the breadcrumb will just help bind it together. Don't add it all in at once because you may not need it all. You want to use the minimum amount of breadcrumbs just to hold it together because the meat is the flavor we want in there. And the spices. So it's still a little bit too moist. And add some more in. And also I mentioned if you don't have seasoned breadcrumbs, you can make your own, but also if you don't have breadcrumbs at all, and you have some day-old bread, a couple of days old bread, it's a little hardened, you can just crush that up in a food processor and make your own breadcrumbs. Just make sure it's not moldy bread, you want to use that. So that seems just about right. Stick your hands in there, mix it up all very well. Then all that's left, I guess it's almost like making the dough. You just move it together like this until everything's well incorporated in there. You don't see any dry breadcrumbs. That's about ready. Now all that's left to do is to roll them up. Just take them and form a ball in your hand, like that, and then just roll them and just to a ball, and just lightly let the pressure off until it forms a ball like that. You can make them whatever size you like, and that's it. Just repeat that. Let me get a tray to put them on. And then you can either put these on a tray in the oven, or what I prefer is to just put them right in the sauce while it's cooking. And it also will give it a flavor, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm showing you how to make a marinara sauce, which doesn't have any meat in it. So the other reason I don't like putting them in the oven is they get that flat spot on them. Not perfectly round. I know it's just an aesthetics thing, but I like my meatballs round, and they come so nice, and you cook them in the sauce. It's actually my wife's favorite method. That's why I use it. She doesn't like eating them when I cook them in the stove and get all the grease out of them. And also, it does add a lot of fat to the sauce. So if you're watching your weight, that may not be the way you want to go. You may want to put them in the oven, let them cook, and take them out, and then you can put them in the sauce after that. But a lot of the fat will come out of them in the oven. And when it comes out in the sauce, it stays in the sauce. That's it, the meatballs. I'm going to keep going here. We'll get back to the sauce when it's ready. And then all we do is we drop the meatballs in and we'll let them cook probably 20 minutes, half an hour, and they'll be done.